So this is the Gradient. It's got a pretty nice design. It's a little bit different looking than a lot of yo-yos, which is great. One of the first things you may notice is that the weight is all centered in this part of the yo-yo right here, but it also has a very wide kind of flared design. And what those two things do when you combine them together is it allows the yo-yo to play pretty fast, but it also has a lot of control because it's got that extra wide shape and the weight is kind of pushed out a little bit. And so typically you think if a yo-yo is really fast, it's not going to have a lot of control or vice versa. This yo-yo seems to have struck a pretty good balance between those two things, and which makes it really, really nice to play with. We'll show you some of that when we're showing you tricks with this. Now, when you take the yo-yo apart, you'll also see some of the other great features about this yo-yo. So the first thing is the bearing. It's got the classic one-drop 10-ball bearing. And if you like flat bearings, this one is perfectly serviceable. You won't really want to change that out. If you're more a fan of center track or concave bearings, that will improve play in certain respects, so you always have that option. And this yo-yo also comes with the side effects. So you can see the spike in both halves of the yo-yo. And if you're not familiar with one-drop yo-yos, this will be quite a novelty. These side effects you can actually push right through the yo-yo, and they just come right out. And the nice thing about that is they have various side effects that are different weights and different colors, and so you can swap those in and out of the yo-yo. They just push in and come out really easily. So if you want to match your yo-yo with a certain color, you can do that. Some of the side effects are a little bit lighter. Now, if you're a new player, the difference in weight, you may not really be able to tell the difference, but a lot of experienced players really swear by these, and they like to have their yo-yo set up just so. So that's a nice option for them. And if you're into that, then that's something you should definitely try out. Now, another great thing about the side effects is if you happen to strip the threads here or here, a lot of yo-yos, you'll just have to throw the yo-yo out. But if you've got a side effects yo-yo, you can just pop those right out and put in a different set, and the yo-yo will basically be as good as new, which is a pretty awesome feature. And it's just part of the quality of the overall product. And one-drop yo-yos, they really keep the quality really high. And everything about this yo-yo is just really top-notch. The only thing that you really need to do to maintain this yo-yo, just like other yo-yos, is change the string. Every now and then you'll want to lube the bearing with some thin yo-yo lube, and that bearing will really last and last. So yeah, that's just a quick look at the one-drop Gradient. So the two things that I've already mentioned about the Gradient are its speed and its stability, and those are two things that don't typically go together. And by speed, it should be pretty obvious what I mean. The yo-yo seems to be able to go just about as fast as your hands can take it. Now, with stability, if you have never gotten a high-end yo-yo that's really fast before, when you're throwing this yo-yo, it might actually feel a little bit out of control, which makes it seem like it's not quite as stable as you said it was, Adam. But actually, compared to other high-end yo-yos that are this fast, that wide flared shape that we talked about actually does make it quite a bit easier to control. And so once you get used to kind of the light touch that you need to have with yo-yos like this, you'll see that it really does give you the type of control that you really need for those types of tricks. Now, probably a better word to describe this yo-yo, other than just speed and stability, is acceleration. And what I mean by that is it's a good yo-yo for getting it started moving really fast and then slowing it down. It's really easy to get it to change directions really quickly, and you can kind of control your tricks like that. And what's nice about that as far as yo-yoing goes is not just the tricks that you can do, but it's especially good for off-axis, because as you know, with off-axis, you want to keep the yo-yo moving. You want to get it to change direction a lot while you're doing it, going back and forth. And so having a yo-yo with real good acceleration is really going to help you learn those tricks and take them a lot further. So if you're just getting into off-axis and you're looking for something that can help you go a little bit faster, take your tricks a little bit further, really push you to the limit, then the Gradient is a very good option for that. Now, one thing that I haven't really talked about is how good this yo-yo is for finger grinds. So this yo-yo, if you can catch it on your hand and get it straight, get it balanced, it'll just go and go and go. And that actually gives you a whole lot of options if you're working on different types of finger grind tricks. If you have, some different creative ideas about what you may be able to do with a finger grind, then this yo-yo will give you all you need. So as with any high-end yo-yo, if you want to really go in and make that purchase, you need to consider all the different qualities that the yo-yo has. We've tried to tell you about all the best features of this yo-yo. And so if those things seem like they're going to benefit you as far as the tricks you want to learn and the type of yo-yoer you want to be, then we think that you will be really, really happy with the one-drop gradient.